we've got breaking news. Urethane is banned. Kinda. In this video, we're going to go through the news that USBC just dropped on all the new regulations on urethane. Is it banned? Is it not banned? Can you use it? When can you use it? All that stuff. We're going to go through it in this video. Before we get started, if you're new to this channel, I'm Josh. I do bowling ball reviews, bowling ball tips, and now I'm going to add bowling news, or I'm going to try to whenever I can. But anyways, welcome to the channel, and if you guys like this type of content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and comment down below. Let's have a discussion on this. So I got the USBC site pulled up here, and in the top it says, USBC announces new national tournament rules regarding slow oil absorbing high performance ball use. Okay. Then the title is Bowling Ball Hardness Governance Announcement. Let's take a look and see what USBC has to say about this. The United States Bowling Congress will adopt new tournament rules at nationally conducted events. These rules will either eliminate the use of slow-absorbing high-performance, in parentheses, urethane, bowling balls, or require them to be manufactured at a minimum of 78D hardness. Interesting. So they're saying nationally events that they're going to have them either eliminate the urethane bowling balls or require them to be 78 hardness. Huh. Okay. USBC has updated the Equipment Specifications Manual to define slow oil absorbing high performance balls subject to the 78D rule. And a complete list of ineligible balls for national tournaments is available on bowl.com. We'll take a look at that a little later. The removal includes all slow oil absorbing high performance balls manufactured before August 1st of 2022, which will be ineligible for national tournament use regardless of their manufactured hardness. Wow. Okay. So the removal of all slow absorbing high performance balls manufactured before 2022 will not be eligible for national tournament use, regardless if it's 78 hardness. This is the same rule that the PBA currently has applied on the national tour. Because I remember DeeRonn was telling me that they had to use urethane balls within the 2-year specification, and it has to be the 78 hardness. Next paragraph, effective December 31st of 2025, slow absorbing high performance bowling balls with oil absorption times over 90 minutes must be at least 78D hardness to be USBC approved for sale in the United States. So that means any future bowling balls coming out now that has a hardness of lower than 78D, it's not going to be allowed. Bowling balls with an oil absorption rate greater than 90 minutes and featuring high performance cores will be subject to the new approval specification. Entry-level reactive balls and balls with non-high performance cores will not be subject to the specification. Previously approved slow oil absorbing high performance balls under the 78D will remain on the USBC approved list. So that means that you can still throw the pitch blacks and the purple ball and any other previous ball under the 78D rule, like the fast pitch, fever pitch. I'm sure there's a bunch more that I could think of. I'm sure there's a bunch more, but I can't think of them right now. These models, while limited in USBC national events, can still be manufactured for use in certified leagues and tournaments that choose to allow them. Huh. That's very confusing, because first it says they can't manufacture anything over... they can't manufacture anything under 78 hardness. But then here it says these models, while still being limited in national events, can still be manufactured for use for certified leagues and tournaments. I am so confused. USBC, or someone from USBC, can we get some clarity on this? That is confusing. Wow. Next they go, beginning January 1st, 2026, the following restrictions will apply to the use of slow absorbing high-performance balls at the USBC national tournaments. What's not allowed, regardless of the hardness. So any urethane, regardless of hardness, not allowed at US Open, USBC Masters, PWBA Tour, national events including the US Women's Open, and USBC Queens, and all PWBA regional events, U22 Masters and Queens, USBC Intercollegiate Team and Singles Championships, aka Nationals for the college folks, USA Bowling National Championships. Now, what's allowed if the urethane ball is 78D hardness? USBC Open Championships, USBC Women's Championships, Bowlers Journal Championships, USBC Senior Masters, USBC Super Senior Classic, USBC Senior Queens, and the Youth Open Championships. So in a nutshell, based off of these rules just stated, that you're allowed to throw a IQ Tour 78U at any of these. So in my case, since I'm not a professional bowler and I don't really bowl anything else besides just your normal amateur tournaments and nationals for me, which is USBC Open Championships, I can't use pitch blacks anymore, but I'll be able to use a IQ Tour 78U. But if I had decided to bowl the Masters next year, if I sign up for that, I won't be allowed to throw any urethane, and you won't be allowed to throw any urethane. So that's different. That's game changing. Patterns are going to play different, but we'll talk about that later. Restricted use qualifying only. Junior Gold Championships 78D slow absorbing high performance balls will be allowed for qualifying only, beginning with match play and through the finals. No slow absorbing high performance balls, regardless of hardness, will be allowed. So at Junior Gold, you're allowed to throw the 78D hardness, but only during qualifying and match play. What? This is so confusing. Oh my, this is so confusing. I have to read this again because I'm confused. At Junior Gold, 78D hardness, slow absorbing, high performance balls will be allowed for qualifying only. Okay, so that means that you can use IQ Tour 78s and purples. And then it says Junior Gold Championships 78D slow absorbing will be allowed during qualifying. That means you can throw your IQ Tour 78Us and the Hammer Blacks, beginning with match play and through the finals. No slow absorbing high performance balls, regardless of hardness, will be allowed. So, okay, you're bowling Junior Gold. You can throw your IQ Tour 78U during qualifying, but the minute you hit match play or you make it through the finals, you can't use that? What? That makes no sense. Moving on. No change. Team USA trials, USBC collegiate sectional and regular USBC collegiate events, Junior Gold qualifiers, USA bowling regionals, USBC senior championships, USBC U Scratch championships, the 40 frame game, Survivor tournament. The rule changes come following a formal comment period from bowling manufacturers and a public survey about proposed rule changes to better govern slow absorbing high performance ball technology. The following unsolicited comment from a top level bowler perhaps best summarizes the need for USBC to take action regarding the matter of slow oil absorbing high performance balls. Whatever USBC Executive Director Chad Murphy and the Congress, USBC, can do to ensure more bowlers are playing the same game is good for the sport. USBC sought to address some key issues: lane pattern integrity. Slow oil absorbing high performance balls can alter lane patterns more quickly, disrupting the intended lane pattern design and creating imbalances between different styles of players. Competitive fairness. When slow oil absorbing high performance and reactive equipment are both used in the same competitive environment, it causes competitive imbalances between different styles of bowlers. Let's stop there. Let's make some comments on this. So let's go back to the lane pattern integrity. Yes, urethane balls does change the lanes. It stretches the pattern, but I feel like it's a skill. You have to be able to understand and read what the ball is doing and make the adjustments off of that. I feel like now you're going to take away that skill that people have learned and adapted. Because I remember 5-6 years ago, I had no idea how to use urethane. Like, I just had no idea. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the ball motion, but just from bowling and keep on bowling. I've learned to see how urethane balls change the oil pattern and just make the correct adjustments off of that. And you're just going to take away that skill that that people have developed. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyways, competitive fairness. So they're saying when slow absorbing balls, aka urethane, and reactive equipment are both used at the same time, it causes a competitive imbalance. I disagree with that also. I feel like urethane, when used in the right setting and used properly, can make a hard pattern feel a lot easier. When you're using just reactive and you're bowling on something really hard, say 1-1, and you don't have urethane in play, that's going to make that pattern a lot harder. Urethane balls read the soonest, and then you add surface so you make it read even sooner. But the best part about a urethane ball is you can control the down lane motion. So it doesn't jump, it doesn't hockey stick. It's just a nice, round, continuous motion. And that's really easy to control. Urethane equals control. Moving on. Player development concerns. Increasing reliance on slow absorbing high performance balls may reduce the player's versatility and hinder long-term skill development, particularly among younger and developing athletes. That I kind of do agree. Sometimes people use urethane as a crutch and they don't learn the other bowling balls, the other reactive balls, and what they do, and adjusting layouts and adjusting surfaces on them. I've seen it firsthand where, like a younger player's bowling and they're just struggling with their reactive ball, and then they just switch to urethane to just, kind of just grind the rest of it out. So I do agree with that, with the player development concerns on the urethane part. Governance and integrity challenges. Slow oil absorbing high performance balls can measure soften over time. I've heard of it, making it difficult to distinguish between natural aging and tempering. These issues have contributed to protests and confusion at events, creating enforcement challenges and questions around competitive integrity. The approach to national and youth collegiate events allows slow absorbing high performance balls to remain part of competition at early stages, while addressing the issues above for the match play and final rounds of the events, when champions are determined. These changes take positive steps towards addressing the issues related to athlete development, lane pattern integrity, and competition equality. USBC Executive Director Chad Murphy said, "We know there will not be universal agreement, but this direction makes meaningful improvements to our competitions." Additionally, USBC will take immediate steps to hardness spot checks testings at national tournaments. These checks will be used primarily for research and data collection, while also serving as a tool to identify bowling balls suspected of tampering. Hardness testing reinforces enforcement efforts and helps protect the integrity of competition. A comprehensive research report video summary detailing these changes and frequently asked questions document can be found here by clicking here. Let's click it there. Let's click it. And then there's a whole bunch of things here. So if you guys want to see more on what USBC has done, all the research, yada, 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 just head to bowl.com. But we're not going to get into that because I don't want this video to be like an hour long. So let's look at the national balls that are not approved. So let's go here. National Tournament Ineligible Ball List. Let's zoom that in there. There we go. Altered Wolverine. I'm just looking at the balls from our brands. UFO Alert. Hustler Navy, no. Hustler Black, no. I like these balls. I got them when I went to Korea, and I really like those balls. That's sad. Pitch Blacks, of course, we knew that. These were banned before. And IQ Tour 78U? What? No way. Wait, this is not even the 78 list. This is the ineligible list, where no slow absorbing high performance balls are allowed. And 78U is on here. What? Okay, let's go to the other one where it says 78D allowed. Events where only 78D are allowed. All slow absorbing high performance balls listed below, as well as any slow prior to are ineligible competition. In addition, some balls listed below are ineligible for other reasons determined by USBC. The following balls are considered ineligible under USBC rules. But I don't see it on here. I don't see 78U on here. But then here it shows 78U. Oh, sorry. I get it now. This is, man, the wording is just so complicated on this. Okay, so this just means no urethane produced prior to 2022. All slow absorbing high performance bowling balls listed in the section below urethane produced prior to 2022 are ineligible for competition. So this is the National Tournament ineligible bowling ball list. Okay, that makes sense now. That was confusing. Sorry about that. I got confused. And then this is the list where, this is like when you're bowling nationals, this would be the list that you would have to go take a look at, where only 78D hardness is allowed. Let's zoom in on this. Wow. Hustler's still not allowed. Okay. Pitch Black's not allowed, but the IQ Tour 78U is allowed. Okay. Interesting. Wow. So yeah, purple all pins. We figured that. Okay, so for the SPI fans, you're still allowed to use your IQ Tour 78U at nationals. You're allowed to use it in any of these events. So you can still use the IQ Tour 78U, or AKA I call it the Red Tomato. That's its nickname. I don't know. I think it's funny. That's what me and DeeRonn call it. The Red Tomato. And then there's no changes to these events, which means you can use any urethane, any ball. This is really confusing. It's like, okay, you can use it in this time and you can use it that time, but you can't use it this time. And just like junior gold, which I was talking about earlier, that's so weird that, oh, you can use a 78 hardness ball during qualifying, and then all of a sudden, oh, you can't use it anymore. So like, say someone has a look and they're leading, they're like 200 pins lapping the field, then all of a sudden you just take that ball away from them that they're striking with. Makes no sense. That's almost like saying, okay, you have your bowling shoes, and then right after qualifying, oh, by the way, you have to turn in your bowling shoes and you got to go use these house shoes and go try to bowl now. It just makes no sense. Like, just keep the rules the same across the board. You know, when I heard these talks about urethane being banned or not being banned, it should either be two ways. You either just fully keep it the way it is, or just ban and get rid of it. This whole like, oh, you can use it, you can't use it, you can't use it, you can use it just gets confusing. It's so confusing. It really is. But yeah, comment down below. What do you guys think about this? What do you think of all the rules and all the changes? Let me know. If you guys like this type of content, let me know, and maybe I'll do more videos like this in the future. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everyone who is subscribing to the channel. We are growing. We're almost 10,000, and we are doing a ball giveaway at 10,000 followers. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about this video. Hit that like button. Comment down below. Let's talk about it. I'll be in the comment section responding to you guys. Let's talk about this, because this is interesting. I'll see you guys in the next video.